Today I want to talk about receiving and addressing criticism. The truth of the matter is that people who don't do anything and people who make no changes and do not press for progress get no criticism. But you are different. And so welcome to the world where you will be criticized. So how do you respond as a minister to the reality and to the experience of criticism? First is this: it's important to accept that this is simply part of the job description of ministry. If you go through the Bible, look at Moses, look at the life of Christ, the Apostle Paul, David, there is no meaningful Bible individual who did not experience criticism. You will as well. It's simply part of the life experience. The second thing to remember is that most modern criticism is about trivial things. Keep it in perspective. It's not theological. It's not doctrinal as a rule. It's about something rather trivial and insignificant. The third is expect unanticipated criticism to come. And we'll talk more about that in just a moment. More important than the reality of criticism is how we deal with criticism. The first thing I would share with you is that you cannot defend yourself. You have to adopt the Jesus model. He opened not his mouth. Now, as a leader, you can rationally explain a decision that you've made, but you can't defend that decision. There's a difference between explanation and going into a defensive mode. Unfortunately, much criticism is not logical, nor is it rational, and you simply cannot respond to illogical and irrational criticism in a way that uses logic or rationale. So it's important to understand that. So anytime you respond in an emotional way to criticism, you get dirtied in the process and you will come out looking worse than what you might. The second is don't escalate the problem. Don't take the problem and the criticism to the pulpit. Don't spend time talking with others in the church about the fact that you're being criticized, because what you do when you elevate it is you give the critic a platform to further express themselves. The third is pray. Surrender this to the Lord. Surrender it to the Lord repeatedly. You'll get to do it a lot. Fourth thing is this: learn from criticism. Even criticism that is unjustified and is intended to be destructive can be beneficial to us. And with rare exception in my life, there's always something to learn from these little adventures in the jungle of a critic really going after you. The fifth thing that I would say in response is this: consider the source of the criticism. If the person has come directly to you to share a concern, that person is generally wise and they're able to put things in perspective. They're the ones that you can respond to in a logical way. And then finally, as a pastor, you never sit easy in the saddle. That's a direct quote from the late James Kilgore. No matter how long you've been in ministry, no matter how long you've pastored in a particular location, never anticipate that you are beyond criticism. You aren't. You never will be beyond criticism. It's going to come. Just figure out how you're going to respond to and address criticism and deal with it in your own life.